want to show an example of one of the things I do sometimes when I'm in the software here designing a project, the design for a project pattern that I'm going to use. And I have another video that goes into more detail on that I'll link to, if I remember, hopefully, when I post this. So I won't explain the whole process, but just one aspect that I don't do too often, but it's really nice to be able to when I do need to. And that's, you can see I had already carved the plate, and then I'm adding the text to this to figure out how that's going to look and everything, and found this font that I liked. The problem is the T on Tim actually looks a lot like a J, and obviously you can see down at the bottom it's the same font, and it looks nothing like the J in that font, but just reading it without really knowing, it kind of gives too much of an impression of a J for my liking. So I wanted to change that, and using this software I'm actually able to do that. So I can zoom in here and show you what I'm talking about. So the first thing to do is creating a copy. So I use the pen tool and add some points here, and you can see I can move these points around, and it'll fill in, and so I can put each point on the 4 points of the tail on the T there, and then use this tool to kind of bend and curve it around. So I can use this to make it basically recreate the original shape here that the T has. So I can do something like this, and that looks pretty close. That's about what it is. So now at this point I can go ahead and get rid of the original text. So you can see now I've just got the words without that part, and so now I can play around with this and see what looks better. And so I can kind of maybe I'll grab both of these at the same time, and well, it didn't work, but I can move these around, change. It's still pretty curved, so I can grab the handles here, make it less curved, and it's kind of coming up. I don't really want it to curve back up, giving that J look, so I'll make that come forward more, bring that up, and it might be something like this to kind of give a little bit more of a vertical, less swoopy sort of design. And in the end, this was the shape that I ended up going with. And so as I zoom out here, you can see that looks a lot more like a T compared to the original, with a lot bigger swoop and curve to it. So just wanted to kind of show a little insight there on some of the ways that I modify and customize the designs in the software. Even for text, I can kind of fine tune and tweak some of those things.